Hey guys, so I'm sorry it's taken me so long to make another video. It's been really busy, but I'm back from Meps. I know I didn't do an update between saying that I was waiting to go to Meps and going to Meps, but anyway, so I'm back and I got to swear in. So I'm officially in the DEP program waiting to get my job and ship out. So I'm going to go over more or less the MEPS thing. So my MEPS experience is going to be way different than yours just because of the fact that my MEPS didn't open normally on Mondays for processing. It was normally shipping out. But since they're having like some sort of computer reboot or something like that, they went ahead and let me process. And I was the only girl that was getting her medical done and processing at that time. So like I didn't have to deal with any of the lines. I didn't have to deal with stripping down with a whole bunch of other girls. I was alone. Like I went through everything. So I'm gonna go over what I had to do. I got there and sorry, had to adjust my position. I got there and it was really different than I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be like all really like official and all this stuff, and it wasn't really. Like from the night before, I got to the hotel. I had a whole bunch of Marines. Like my roommate was a Marine. She was shipping out, and then like she was friends with all these Marines that she came up with. So we all sat down for dinner and we were talking and we walked around for a bit and we hung out and like they were really cool people. So I had a lot of fun. Like don't be shy when you go to the hotel. You want to go and get to know these people, especially if they're shipping out because you're going to be like the last support that they have before they go to their boot camps. So it's really cool to be able to bond with them and hang out and wish them luck and get yourselves pumped up for whatever's next on your journey. So I mean I had so much fun with that. The next morning we were up by like 5:30 and wake up call sounded at 4:45. We ate breakfast. We were at Meps by 6 o'clock. We go through security. We all go upstairs. We go to our different liaisons. My liaison basically just gave me my packet, put a sticker on me that would be good for my meal, and everybody would know what I was doing, and then sent me to the medical center. So, medical center, you put your fingerprint in, you sign some stuff, you get your picture taken. They tell you keep walking. So you kept walking. This is for St. Louis maps. I don't know about every other maps. Anyway, so we all sat down for a bit, and then the female chaperone came to get me, and she's just like, okay, well, you're the only one here, so I'm just going to take you through everything really fast. So I got my pressure done. I went and I did my eye test. I have no depth perception, which freaks me out because she wrote failed on my little packet that you have to carry everywhere. Never put your packet down, and they'll get mad at you. But she put failed on. I was like, oh my god. But I mean, I guess it didn't really matter if I was trying to be a pilot or some shit like that. Anyway, so she did that. I read some stuff really quickly, which, as easy as I'm talking, it was super easy. Just don't freak yourself out over it. They just want to make sure you can read and talk. I went and got my hearing test done, which everybody was all freaking out about that. And it was one other guy. We were in a room. There was a curtain between us, and my recruiter's like, hold your breath. So I did, and you can't hold your breath through the whole thing because it's kind of long, but just like hold your breath and right after you hear a beep take a breath or let it out because that way like right after you hear the beep it's not going to be another one and that way you can really focus on it and it was really weird. You didn't know if it was coming from outside or your headphones and it was bizarre, but I passed that. um Afterwards I went and I got my urinalysis done, which was awkward, but everybody has to do it. Then I went and got my blood test done, which I hate getting my blood drawn, but I did really good, so kudos to me. After that, let's see, got my blood drawn. I had a quick briefing with the doctor. He went over, oh, you have tattoos. Oh, you had eye surgery. Oh, okay, you're good. Like, he just scribbles his name down. He's like, okay, you're good. I'm like, okay. So then I go wait outside, and I had to do, like, the group exercises and exams and stuff like that, but there was no group. So she took me in back. I went and I got dressed in my beautiful white gown. Then she sat me down because she was pregnant, so I had to sit down and watch videos of the exercises because she couldn't demonstrate them. So then the doctor comes in, watches me do the 23 exercises, not hard at all. Then they had me take off well, obviously I took off my gown for that. Then they had me put the gown back on, but strip like my bra and underwear off. Did a breast exam and like felt around my stomach, all that stuff, ears, eyes, nose, mouth, like typical doctor stuff. And then they're like, okay, well you're good to go. So then they gave my packet back to the doctor just so he could go over it once again. And then when that was over, I was sent back to my liaison's office, and it was like 10 o'clock. It was really early. I was like, I can't believe I'm done with this. So he sent me down for lunch and find out that lunch isn't served till 10:45, and that's when the meal tickets are good for. So I just got myself a coffee and some yogurt, and I went back upstairs. And then while I was back upstairs, the one of like the army doctors or something comes and they're like, "Are you busy?" No. So apparently my blood wouldn't separate, and they had to retake my blood and retest it. So I freaked out, of course, because I'm like, I don't know what that means, but it's bad. So they went and they retook it on the other arm, and they're like, okay, well, we'll let you know. I go back to my liaison's office, and he's like, okay, well, meanwhile, while you're waiting, I'm gonna have you do the deadlift right after I got my blood taken in the other arm. So now both of my arms were sore. So I only did deadlifted like 70 pounds, which I probably could have done more, but my arms were ew. So yeah, that happened. Then he sent us back down for lunch. So we had about like 35, 40 minutes of lunch, and I ran into my Marine friends, and my roommate was actually shipping out like right before them when I went down to get coffee. So I got to hug her goodbye and wish her luck. It was really cool. I'm super proud of her. She's pretty cool. Anyway, so I sat down with my Marine buddies, and there was a Navy guy that I worked out with at the gym the night before. So we all hung out, then went up to my liaisons again and listed my jobs. I had my security interview, um, fingerprints, all that stuff, asking all over my case file, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'd already listed my job, so at 2:30 I went and we did a quick briefing, which you're going to have a lot of briefings throughout the day. One of them is going to be super long, so get ready. And anyway, so basically telling us that now you're going to be in the military, don't fuck it up, and if you do, you're going to get in serious trouble. So anyway, they took it was just me and three other guys, and they took us into a room, and a major came in, and we stood at attention and raised our right hand, and we repeated the oath of enlistment, and bam, we were enlisted. We got pictures taken, signed a few things, and took them back to the front desk, like the control center, and then took that back to our liaison. Liaison signed off on it, said we were good to go, and we left. And I caught a ride back with another recruit that another Air Force guy that um, my recruiter was telling me about. So I caught a ride back with him because St. Louis is far from where I live. And we went back to the office, and my recruiter congratulated me and said I would hear about my job hopefully within a month. So I listed, for anybody that's curious, I listed air traffic control, and the only reason I listed that is because there's a good chance that I would ship out on that faster. I listed like two different kinds of analysts, control posts, and security forces, which I really would like to get security forces. Other than that, I haven't taken the D-Lab yet, so I don't qualify as a linguist, so we'll see if I end up taking that. Yeah, so that's about it. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me them or whatever, and once I book a job or anything new happens, I'll be posting another video. I've been working out a lot more, obviously. I need to work on push-ups. I've been running, all that stuff, which you really want to do. I'm not going to make a video on, my exercises or anything like that. There's a billion out there, so just my experience, what I've had to go through so far. I'm glad it's kind of bittersweet that it's finally like I'm enlisted because I've been waiting for almost a year, so it seems a little surreal. But anyway, so that was my experience, and like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. And other than that, I hope I'll be making a new video soon with any updates.